How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a new video today. Happy Wednesday start. So we're doing like a little vloggy kind of thing today. I've got the DG Motorsports hardtop, carbon fiber hardtop all installed on the NC Miata. As you guys saw, if you haven't seen the last video, just go check it out. But it's all on. I've been driving around with it for about a week now, and this video is just going to be a initial review, not review, but overview maybe, of this hardtop. Should you buy one? Are you interested in buying one? What are the other options out there besides just finding an OEM one? And this video serves as, like I said, an overview of the product. It's not a reflection on DG Motorsports as a company, but they make it pretty clear what you're getting on their website. If you go to DG Motorsports website, you can go look. It's all out there. But this is gonna be my thoughts on the hardtop. If you are new to the channel, this is my NC2 Miata. It has a 2.5 swap engine with cams, exhaust. It's got RPF1 wheels, all kinds of stuff to it. Go check out the playlist. You can find all the videos on all the parts on this car. See for yourself. See how we did it, but it is an absolute blast to drive. Taken it to a couple track days, couple autocross. But we're not talking about the car today. We are talking about this. The DG Motorsports carbon fiber hardtop. So I picked this up a couple weeks ago, and like I said, I've been driving around with it for a little while now. One thing I've added, I can't remember if I've shown this in a video or not, but we've got the OEM soft top latch right here. So I transferred that over. I also transferred over the little strikers from the OEM soft top here. So the fit and finish on the front, on the inside, isn't bad. There were some rattles, but I took the strikers off, put a little bit of electrical tape, just like one little strip on the end, and now it fits fine. It doesn't really rattle anymore, which is great. So that's definitely a bonus, but mine didn't come with this carpet. It's hard to see, but it didn't come with the carpet, so I had to add in this carpet on the top, and it fits really, really well with the Blackbird Fabworks rear roll bar. This is the GT3 roll bar. It's got some space on the top, so it's not hitting, buzzing, rattling, anything like that. While we're continuing with the good stuff about this hardtop, is DG Motorsports sells a street weather strip kit. It comes with this weather stripping that goes right along the top here, and there's a little gap, as you'll see right there. The window does roll up just fine, but there's a little bit of a gap there. So if it's raining really hard, you might get a little bit of water in the cabin. Really not too much wind noise though. Just know there is a gap. The fitment of the top isn't too bad. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. So along the front, you have a pretty even edge that goes all the way across of your windshield. Along the back here, fits up nicely with the little strip of rubber that goes underneath. There's also a weather sealing kit that goes underneath here. They did not have weather stripping that goes all the way across their rear strikers. So I had to add a little bit of foam inside just to clear the gap. I'm not so much worried about water getting in here because it would have to come down and then go up and under and in. But I just could see it when I was looking out the rear view. If I turned back and look, I could see the gap underneath here. These also aren't OEM strikers. I think you can get the OEM ones and put it on this top if you really wanted to, but the hardware is nice, they're clean, it fits well right here. It just bolts in right there, bolts in right over here as well, and it just connects up to the inside there. This side too has the weather sealing, and it connects well to the top with the striker plates that we put in. With the carbon fiber street top, you get this rear, it's not glass, but it is a shatterproof material, and it gets molded in. There are some imperfections there, but it's at least molded in. There's no bolts that go around it. It's really sturdy, helps quiet things down inside, and overall, it's not terrible. You could tint it if you wanted to. Washing it does get some scratches in it. It's not like, I don't want to say it's plexiglass, but it's definitely like a plasticky material, but it is shatterproof, so you know, I guess if you're driving around in the hail or something, you'll be all right. One of the really nice things about this hardtop, outside of being a hardtop, is it looks pretty awesome. For now, I'm definitely going to be leaving it carbon. I think the way the car looks right now. And on camera, the top looks a little bit brighter than in person, but it just looks so cool. And it's really, really cool to have a nice big piece of carbon fiber. It's hard to tell, but really cool, little bit of carbon fiber. I like it. It's not for everyone. It's definitely not an OEM hardtop, but like I said, DG Motorsports makes it pretty clear that you're not buying a OEM hardtop. So with this hardtop, you don't get like the OEM interior pieces. You don't get any of the sound deadening. You don't get the latches, the Frankenstein bolts, the rear strikers. It's not OEM. If you are like a racer or you just need a hardtop, like I needed a hardtop. I lost my soft top and I'm planning on doing a pretty big trip coming up. I needed a top over my head. While I looked around, I found a couple OEM tops, but they were out of state. This one was in state and it was just a good deal. So I had to grab it. And I've been very happy with it. It's been nice. You can roll the windows up, lock the doors, and it looks cool. It's super light. It's less than 20 pounds. I actually put the top on by myself and it really wasn't that hard at all. So there's some things about it that I don't like. And this is me making a video for you guys saying what I don't like, what you would get if you did order one of these tops. So let's just get into that. I think the positives for me outweigh the negatives for sure. And a lot of the little things I can look past. If you're a perfectionist and you're looking for OEM, this top isn't for you. But if you want a lightweight, cool looking hardtop that just works as it should, as a hardtop, this is a really good option for you. So starting with the rear window, I don't know who installed this. I don't know if the window came with the top and someone else put it in. I don't know if it comes this way from factory, but it's pretty clear. You can see there's imperfections in the molding. So there's like a trim underneath this glass on the other side. And I don't know if it's peeled away a little bit or if there was an air bubble that they couldn't get out. But you can see along here, there's some little air bubbles underneath. It goes around right there. That's probably the second worst one. There's the worst one right there. So there's a little bubble there. There's one right here, comes up around the edge, and then it's just kind of along the top. It's one of those things where if you're really looking at it, if you look at it for a long time, it'll bother you, but otherwise, it's not a huge deal to me. It's all sealed in. There's no water getting through it, so can't complain about that. But like I said, if you are a perfectionist, definitely watch out for this. Then also being that it's carbon fiber, you know, the carbon fiber stuff is usually hand laid. It's got the gel coat over the top and the gel coat is really smooth. I actually put some wax on it. It's really nice and smooth. There's not many swirl marks or scratches or anything like that, but there are imperfections that come from factory on these tops. So mainly it's the trim. So you can see that they did the carbon fiber weave and then there's like a black trim that kind of goes along to complete the look of things. You can tell it's not perfectly even, like gets a little close to the edge here, a little bit of wiggles. And then right here, you can see that the carbon fiber isn't like, you can see that the carbon fiber is not like a perfect edge to edge. You can see there's some little imperfections through here. And it kind of just continues all along in this black trim. I don't know what happened. I think it's underneath the gel coat. So maybe it's some sort of molding type thing, but you can see it's just not perfect. And it just has like some little squiggles through the middle, squiggles all the way across. And that's just kind of the way it is. And that also continues on the back, so you can see right in here how the black edge kind of bleeds out. It almost looks like it's spattered down through here, and then the gel coat was put over it and gets thin right here, comes back up around. There's an imperfection there. The top part right here isn't too bad, but with all of these little black trim areas, this side is mostly okay and comes up through here. You can see there's some little like spattering effect. You can see underneath through the carbon. Right here, you can see that spattering as well. It's really hard to tell on camera, but there's like spatters, like it sprayed, like spray paint, like spattered up or something, and does that through here, comes up, and then this side isn't too bad. You can see this side comes to a little bit better of a point right there. So it kind of comes to a point, goes across, and up until right about here is when it gets a little wonky, but it's not too bad. Like I said, if I wanted to, or if you wanted to, if you have this, you can wrap it, paint it, and then you won't see those at all. Since it is hand-laid carbon fiber. It's not like the most perfect sheet. So if you can think of when you do a wrap, if you get a crease in it or a bubble in it, that's kind of how the carbon fiber will act if you don't get it straight. And through here, it's not bad. It's really hard to focus on this because of the reflections, but it goes up and down through here. In this part of the carbon fiber, it kind of curves off this way. Going across the top, it does go straight to the other side. It's not super wavy. There's not like many imperfections in the actual carbon fiber portion of it, which is nice, but if you look close enough, you'll find it. Like, I'm looking for these things. I've had a week to look for these things so I can make this video, and I'm genuinely showing you the things that I found. Not positive what happened here. You can see in the light reflection right there, there's like a little dent. I don't know where it came from. You can barely even feel it, so that it might be an imperfection in the top itself, but it's there. You can't really notice it that much unless you look for it, but especially in the light right there, you can see it. Coming down right here, there's a little dent right here. That might be from a rock hitting the inside of the top. This is a scratch that probably came from the previous owner. That's really it for the imperfections. It's one of those tops that you buy where obviously you're not paying the same price as you would for an OEM top, but you are getting what you pay for. And by getting what you pay for, you're getting a super lightweight carbon fiber hardtop that fits pretty well, 85% of the way fitting like to perfectly. The fit is good, fits good. The quality of the overall top is good. It's not perfect. If you're comparing this to OEM, it's not perfect. And like I said, I knew that going in. And if you guys are going to buy one of these, you should know that going in as well. DG Motorsports, they make it clear that you're buying a not OEM top. The weather sealing isn't as good as OEM. The latches and hardware and everything isn't OEM. You're getting an aftermarket product that is pretty good. Looks pretty good, fits pretty good, and keeps the water out for the most part. I think this top sells for $2,400 new with everything perfect. So perfect gel coat, perfect latches. And then I don't think that includes shipping, but for an OEM one, I think you're paying $3,000 and up unless you find a used one. So the prices are similar-ish. They're two different products though. What I've learned is that this carbon fiber hardtop is really its own thing. It's not anything super close to OEM outside of maybe the shape. The rear window's different. It doesn't come with a defroster. Doesn't come with a proper headliner. Doesn't come with the same latches. I've said all this stuff, but it's really not as bad as some of the forum posts that I've seen or some of the Facebook posts that I've seen. I like it. I would put this on another car, no problem. I have no problem going to a meet or a track day and showing up with this and feeling embarrassed or something like that. I really like the top. I think it's a nice top. It's a good product. Yeah, there's imperfections, but there's a lot more that goes into making a carbon fiber hardtop, molding it to fit the car outside of an OEM spec, perfect hardtop that just goes straight on the car. So what do you guys think? Would you guys pick up one of these carbon fiber hardtops? They also have a fiberglass one that's even cheaper. But I like this, super happy with it. I think it fits the car really well. The carbon definitely matches some of the black accenting that we have going on. And I also have some black door handles coming in, so we'll have little black door handles with the black mirrors, and it'll work really well. I'm very happy with it. I've enjoyed it. I've been driving the car around, not getting my head sunburnt, enjoying the roll bar fitting really well, and it just makes the car look super cool. Different, cool, sleeker, racier, does all these things. Now, an OEM one would be a totally different look. The car would look even more like OEM clean, I guess. But this works. It works for now. Maybe in the future I'll decide to wrap it. Maybe in the future I'll decide to paint it. But for now, it's all good. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some good information to help you make a decision on what kind of top you might want to go with. This would fit over any soft top. It's a little bit harder to take off, obviously, because you have to unbolt the rear, but you could daily this, take it off on a nice day. If you knew you were gonna have nice weather, you could just take it off and be good to go. But I like it. I'm very happy with it. Driving, there's not too many creaks and rattles or anything like that. Not a lot of wind noise, which is another thing. Granted, this car is super loud anyways. It wouldn't make too much of a difference, but thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna make some more videos on this in the future, do some updates as we go along, but right now, I'm just gonna get out and enjoy the top. I got a new tune file that I just loaded on today, so we should be able to finally register the car, get it inspected, and just go street drive it, go have fun without worrying about getting pulled over for an expired registration. So if you are new to the channel, be sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments, and I will see you in the next video.